Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Race Report. I'm Ron Hills. The Race Report made a road trip to Tri-County Speedway in Whitney Point. It was a special weekend for the kids as they were racing to help a charity, the Cars for a Cause. Joining us now in the Race Report is Rick Bristol, the man in charge of the Cars for a Cause charity that Joey Coulter is involved with. And Rick, the last time you were here it was a little wet. Today, a beautiful day for racing at Tri-County Speedway.
It's gorgeous. I mean, it's a great weekend. We had a great night over at I-88 Speedway last night, raised about $658 for our charity foundation, and beautiful day here today. You know, a few cars not here tonight with all the different things going on in the area for schools and getting ready for graduation, but still a great count. They're having a great time tonight, and Joey couldn't make it. He's really upset about it, that he couldn't make it up with the schedule of his change with his college testing. So I try to remember he's only 25 years old. He raced 4 years in the truck, so he's trying to catch up and finish up his college stuff. But just a great night here, and just appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate the support here. I was telling the kids in the meeting earlier, there's a lot of children tonight around this world, around the country, that don't have this opportunity. Living on the streets, they never will have the opportunity to race a car or to some of them are going hungry tonight. So they're very, very fortunate to have a place like this to go to. You know, if this place would have been around when I was little, I might not have gotten so much trouble.
Well, let's tell our viewers a little bit more about the Cars for a Cause charity, when it started and what it's about.
Well, Cars Racing for a Cause started basically 10 years ago. I found out about a little boy leukemia down in Florida, and we decided to do a truck race. And I thought I'd try to think of something that nobody did. So our first thing, we said, let's do a 200-lap truck race. And we put it together, and that first year we raised $6,500 for one family. And now, up till last year, we've now in some way or another helped 30 families and raised over $250,000. And when I look back at it, it's amazing. Joey came on board with us about 4 or 5 years ago, put his name on our charity race. We now do a golf tournament. This will be the second year coming up. We have a bowling event. We have a lot of other events, kind of like what we did over at track last night, that help us raise the money. This year we're helping 5 families. We stepped up. It's been 3 for a while. Now we're up to 5. And we're just, I was supposed to kind of step away this year, let somebody else take over. But when you have 5 families depend on you, I got to keep going.
Well, for our viewers, let's tell them a little bit more about where they can learn more about Cars Racing for a Cause.
Yep, you can go online and go to www.carsevents.com, and everything is on there. We're also on Facebook page. But you go to carsevents.com, it tells you about the families, it tells you about the events we have coming up, the schedules, and all that stuff. And our biggest event is the Joey Coulter Charity 200 Race Weekend, and we'll be doing it this year, December 9th through 11th, down in Auburndale, Florida. And that's our biggest fundraiser, and it's a big weekend. And we're working on right now to see who we can get there. We had Ray Black Jr. there last year from the Truck Series, now in the Xfinity Series. And we're trying to see, you ask him to come, and schedules and all the stuff that's going on. One of the guys that we really want to get there is Kenny Schrader, and I've been trying for years. And right now I got a message to his wife, and I'm hoping maybe we can that she can work the schedule out this year, so we'll see.
Great. A great field of cars. Microd's behind us. Do you have a favorite?
Well, unfortunately, I love them all, but my nephew's out there, and so he drives the number 21, and Joey Coulter and I sponsor his car, and we've done that for 3 years, and then we got involved in sponsoring the series here the last 2 years. But yeah, I'll have to pull for him tonight. He just won his heat race, so we'll see how he does later.
Rick, thanks for being with us on the Race Report.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much.
Green flag is waving. We're underway. 4 wide here, coming on the main straightaway. Hubbard in the 01 leading around turn 1 and 2. Oliniak in the 11 in second. Harrison in the 95 now third. Baker goes by in the number 9. He's fourth. 29 Orlando in fifth. Then Taft in the 66. Humphreys in the 77. Whoa, a little bump in turn 2, and Hubbard goes sideways. Keeps it under control. Gets back on the racetrack, or trying to. Backstretch flagger directing him. Okay, now he's telling him to go out, but I wanted to make sure it was clear. So right now, Harrison in the 95 is leading. Oliniak in the 11 running second. Then we've got the 9 of Baker. He's now third. Morlando in the 29 running fourth, and the 66 of Taft. He's the top 5.
95. I'm having a hard time writing the numbers.
Halfway mark going out to our drivers right now.
77, 19.
And Harrison making his way by the 01 of Hubbard.
95, 01, 11, 9, 01.
So Hubbard goes down. He may have been down a lap to begin with. He goes down a second lap, I think, at this moment.
No, he's only down one.
He's only down 1 lap. Scorer's keeping me abreast of things.
29, 77. What's going to get last right here? 5. Glad I'm not writing them.
And Harrison working by the 77. He's going to go down a second lap.
I'll count.
He's running in 7th at the moment. Oliniak in the 11 still running 2nd. So it's Harrison, Oliniak, Baker.
66.
Top 3 cars are running together. They're approaching the 29 of Landon Merlando.
Hasn't come across yet, so don't write him down yet. 66 got lapped. All right, and here at the final. is
Here's the finish.
Anybody else see that? 95, 11.
95-11. It was very close at the end, but green's waving. We're underway. Patterson leads around turns 1 and 2. Taft in the 66, still second. Ava Coons in the 12, third. Hayden in the 13, running fourth. And the 54, Strauss in fifth. And now Taft underneath. And he takes the lead away. Ben Taft in the 66. Patterson back to second in the 07. Going to be 2 laps remaining this next time by. 2 to go. Ben Taft in the lead. Patterson in the 07 second. Ava Coons within striking distance as well. Here's the white flag. Final time around. Coming around off the 4th turn, here's the checkered flag. Ben Taft in the 66 first, Patterson in the 07 second, Ava Coons in the 12 third, Hayden Coons in the 13, he'll finish 4th.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto in Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyer's program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
For 3 generations, we've been building world-class American performance.
Like the new Edelbrock Power Package Top-End Kit, based on Edelbrock's powerful RPM crate engines. Each kit includes aluminum heads and intake, cam and lifters, gaskets, and hardware to build your own 400-plus horsepower Chevy small block. For 3 generations, it's pure American performance from the leader. Call now for your free Edelbrock catalog.
Edelbrock makes them right here in the USA.
Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City has the best pricing and selection of audio, video, and computer cables in the area. Don't spend a fortune on that HDMI cable for your new HD TV or Blu-ray player. Unicorn Electronics has quality cables in the lengths you need at a price you can afford. Expanding your network, Unicorn has the patch cables and accessories to make it happen. When you need to connect, think Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City.
98.1 The Hawk, number 1 for 20 in a row.
This is Jason Aldean.
Hot New Country.
This is Luke Brown.
And kiss tomorrow goodbye.
This is Charles, Dave,
and Hillary.
And we are
Lady Annabella.
And I don't know why you don't take me downtown anymore.
Binghamton's Hot New Country.
This is Carrie Underwood.
Every tear soaked whiskey memory blown away.
Binghamton's Hot New Country. 98.1 The Hawk.
Welcome back to the Race Report. The Thunder Mountain Speedway first to four-cylinder action. The win went to Michael Robinson.
Here they come out of the turn. Green is out. Chris Taylor on the inside. Feeney on the outside. Those two race side by side. Trying to thread the needle is Rich Gardner in the 8. Chris Chaterondak right back there in that 4 spot. Mike Robinson trying to slide down to the inside. Feeney a little bit out of shape as they complete lap number 1 here with Chris Taylor as your leader. Running second is Gardner. Third on the grid right there is Robinson. Then it's the 62 of Feeney, but on the outside, Eric Rowley on the move, and that number 20. But he slides up, and so did Feeney. Let Chaterondak come underneath. But on the outside, you betcha, it's Mike Robinson, but he had to bobble as Gardner slid up in front of him. Feeney now in trouble. There goes Feeney, and we got a wheel going. Hang on over there. Don't catch it.
Gardner out to the head of the class over there in turn number 2 as they rumble down the back straightaway. Robinson way down on the bottom after his 1-week siesta from racing here at the Speedway. He goes to battle for position number 2. But out front it's Gardner in the number 8, taking him off into turn number 1. Last week's winner, Gabe Forward, not with us here tonight. Taking a week off to celebrate as they head down into turn number 3. This time Gardner out front. Robinson all over the leader. He switches lanes to the top side, tries to build some momentum. We got 6 laps on the board now. 6 on the board. Out of turn number 2. Looks like there might be a tire going down on the leader. Left rear a little shaky on the 8 machine as he heads down there between the turns. Yep, looks like it may be flat as here comes Robinson down to the inside. Off into turn number 1. It looks like it is a left rear flat tire on the 8 of Gardner. He's trying his best to keep the speed up in that 8 buggy as he takes it down to the turn. Hard into the corner. Robinson down on the inside. Side by side, still for the lead here at the stripe. Off into 1, Gardner switching lanes, makes a little contact, chews at the left rear quarter panel of the Robinson entry. As they head off into 3 this time, once again, Gardner down on the inside. That tire with no air whatsoever, and he's able to stay up there in the number 2 spot. Wow, and he dives back down to the inside. Talk about a stagger tire. He's got the flat left rear, and he's going back after the race leader down there in the turn number 3. Unbelievable. Robinson trying to hold on. Gardner all over him in the turn.
Chaterondak in trouble as he slams it into another gear, and it goes puff puff. Checkered is out. Mike Robinson getting the win. Gardner for 2. Rowley for 3. Taylor for 4.
In the XL 600 Modifieds, Bailey Boyd captured the win. Here's Leon Andrus.
This time, side by side, Dana was anticipating. Green is out. Here we go. Abby Price looking to go 3 deep on the inside, trying to take that top spot away. Bailey Boyd doing it. 4 wide down the backstretch. Hang on as they take it into turn number 3. They stay 4 wide up on the outside. Tommy Shiner in that number 42 machine. But Bailey, hang on, a little contact. Everyone gets it all sorted out. Bailey Boyd coming around to lead lap number 2. Daddy-O not here today. Got a big roller derby on his stand. Abby Price going around. That's going to bring out a caution. Bad break for Abby Price. Out of the turn they come. We're back racing. Bailey Boyd. Will Eastman now threading the needle in that 120 machine. Up on the outside with the 11 is Jamie France. Chris Jordan here with the 17 as they work it out of the turn. Will Eastman third, Francis fourth. Chris Kithgard is fifth. Tommy Shiner now to the inside, taking over position 5. Kithgard is 6th. Justin DeMoyer is 7th. Nick Chase, who started scratch, he's up there in position number 8 right now. Joe McCabe 9th, and Doug Winhausen unofficially your top 10. The win going to the 163 of Bailey Boyd. Chris Jordan, Will Eastman, Tom Shiner, Jamie France. Your top 5.
The Classics on Dirt Vintage Stock Car Series was at Thunder Mountain Speedway Saturday night, and that win went to Mike Gray.
Grabbing that early lead is the 373 as the number 1 of Rich Appleby elected to start scratch. Maybe he thinks he can close in on everyone. But Mike Gray, the driver out of Palatine Bridge, New York. 1989 Bicknell with a 37 Ford sedan body. It was built originally for his uncle, and he passed away before he could ever drive it. So, doing it in his honor, Mike Gray. Gordy Wood, the driver out of Weedsport, right there second. Then Mike Cole, he runs third in that 29. Look at the battle for 4 and 5 between Ray DeMoulin and the 71E of Rob Castee. Castee getting that spot. The 1 of Rich Appleby. Did he wait too long? We'll find out. The 6. 373 of Gray. Now, look at the 71E. He's going to give a shot. The win going to go to the 373 of Mike Gray. 30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto in Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
98.1 The Hawk, number 1 for 20 in a row.
This is Jason Aldean.
Hot new country.
This is Luke Brown.
And kiss tomorrow goodbye.
This is Charles, Dave,
and Hillary.
And we are Lady Annabella.
And I don't know why you don't take me downtown anymore.
Binghamton's Hot New Country.
This is Carrie Underwood.
Every tear-soaked whiskey memory blown away.
Binghamton's Hot New Country. 98.1 The Hawk.
To street stock action, the win went to Shane Wolf Jr.
Out of the turn they come. The green is out. Shane Wolf Jr. already 3 wide up on the top of the speedway. Backs out of there. Down on the bottom, here comes Bubba Peters in the 19. Trying to work around Matt Spencer. Spencer goes way up wide. Earl Zimmer, Doug Stack, Jonathan Carper, everybody getting by as Spencer got up in the loose stuff. Doug Stack Jr. there. And there goes Doug Stack to the pit. That's Doug Stack Sr. Matt Spencer still a little loose in the 9. Mike Wilbur up on the extreme outside, trying to work around the 45 of John White. Then it's Shane Wolf, then Bubba Peters and Carpenter. Peters had nowhere to go and went around. Out of the turn they come. Shane Wolf Jr., your leader. Way down deep, that's Mike Wilbur. Doug Stack Jr. right in the mix. Way down on the inside, that's the 2EZ of Earl Zimmer. He's battling with Stack. That's for position number 4 and 5. Mike Wilbur getting by John White. Doug Stack a little bit out of shape there. Zimmer gets by, takes over position 4. And Trevor Dudley in the 2D on the move. Parallel sticks are out, 2 laps to go. Mike Wilbur now trying to turn up the wick a little bit here on Shane Wolf Jr. as they take it down into turn number 3. Wilbur got a bead down out of the turn. Carpenter also closing in. White flag out one more time around. Carpenter dives to the inside of Wilbur. The win going to go to Shane Wolf. Carpenter going to get second. Wilbur third. Zimmer fourth. KJ Yeager fifth. Jack Holcomb, Matt Spencer, Jake Faustin, Jeff Wilcox, and the rest of them.
In the Crate 602 Sportsman feature, the win went to defending track champion Pat Jordan. In open sportsman competition, it was a repeat win for Brian White. And in modified action, Danny Creedon started 14th and picked up the win. For the call, here's Rian Andrus.
Green is out. Titus grabbing the early advantage. Nick Nye on the outside. A little bang up there in the middle pack. Everything's okay. Couple cars there a little bit out of shape. Nick Nye, your leader. Kenny Titus right there second. Down on the inside, Jeremy Smith. Then it's Barry White, Ryan Jordan, Tyler Seary, and Colton Wilson. Jeremy Smith now looking to take over second from Nick Nye. Here comes the Ryan Express, Ryan Jordan. Barry White with a shot to the back of Kenny Titus. Tyler Seary right there in the mix. Randy Brokaw in trouble here on the front straightaway to caution out. Green is back out and we're racing. Nick Nye, your leader. Look at Jeremy Smith up on the top side. Byron Worthing in trouble. Wilcox going around. He got collected. Caution back out. Green is back out. Creedon looking up on the outs there. We got a bunch. We got one going over. That'll bring out a red. Red on the grid. Nick Nye, your leader. Creedon up on the outside, looking to take that top spot away. Jeremy Smith staying down on the inside. Creedon going to be your new leader on the outside now. He bobbled just a little bit. That let Nick Nye come back. The win going to go to Creedon. Second to Barker. Third to Smith. Fourth to Nye. Fifth to Jordan. Colton Wilson. Brent Wilcox. Barry White. Chad Cook. And Justin Cobb back out. Quite a few laps down, but he's out there. White flag out. Will the lap car make a difference for A.J. Williams to make a move on Jason Beebe? Cobb down on the inside. The win. Gonna go to Jason Beebe. Williams, Cummings, Allen.
For the entire staff of the Race Report, thanks for watching. Please join us this Monday night at Brothers 2 for the Race Report and Racing Trivia with Leon Andrus, starting at 7:30. For all of us at the Race Report, thanks for watching. I'm Ron Hills, and I'll see you at the races.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Oh woman, don't you treat me this way. The meanest old woman I got to say. I guess if you say so, I have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Oh baby, listen baby, don't you treat me this way. Don't be back on my feet someday.
Don't care if you do, 'cause it's understood. You ain't got no money, you just ain't no good.
I guess if you say so, I have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Well,
Don't you come back no more.
you don't mean that, girls.
Don't you come back no more.
I know you don't want me to leave.
Come back no more.
Who's gonna get my welfare check?
Come back no more.
Oh, girl.
Don't you come back no more.
All right, I guess I gotta go.
Don't you come back no more.
Here they go.